Bridget. So today we're going to be cooking, and summer is sort of winding down, but one of my favorite summer treats is s'mores. It just reminds me of camping with my family, being with friends around a campfire, good discussions. Love s'mores. But we're not always near campfires, so I thought I would share a really simple recipe that is basically s'mores in a mason jar. So everything goes in here, it bakes in here, and it's great for picnics because you can just put a lid on it, go out, and you've got your s'more deliciousness to ring out the summer, I guess. So let's get started and make some s'mores in a jar. Here we go. So for this recipe, you are going to need a mason jar. Now, the original recipe that I sort of created this one off of used like a real bigger size ones, but I had these left over from the music video, so we're using this size today. You are also going to need a half a cup of flour, an 1/8 cup of cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. You're going to need 1/3 cup of brown sugar, an egg, vanilla extract, also milk, heavy cream, butter, and then for the topping, a couple marshmallows, and for the crust, you're gonna need some graham cracker crumbs that we're gonna melt with some butter. So the first thing we're going to do is take a little bit of butter. I'm gonna say, let's guesstimate this, maybe like 2 tablespoons of butter and your 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. You're gonna stick it in a little saucepan, melt it together so that you can put it in the bottom of your mason jar to create that delicious graham cracker crust. All right, so while the graham crackers are melting with the butter, we'll start on the cake portion. So for the cake portion, we'll start off with our whisking our sugar, brown sugar and egg together. Okay, all right, now that that's all smooth, we'll add 1/4 cup of heavy cream and 1/4 cup of, this is 2% milk. Cream. And then we're gonna melt a little bit of butter to add to this as well. Melt that butter. Now we're just gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract. We're going to sift our dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. So flour, our graham crackers melted. Before you put your graham cracker in the bottom for the crust, you're gonna wanna either spray it with some Pam or coconut oil. In my case, I'm just gonna use butter because I don't have that, but you wanna grease the inside really well so that it doesn't make it too difficult to clean afterwards. Now let's add our graham cracker to the bottom. And you don't need to press it down too hard, but just so it's, you know, packed in there a little bit. All right, so the first time I did this, I put too much cake in there, and when I baked it, it rose a little too high. So you only want a little bit of cake because it's going to rise, and then we're also gonna add our marshmallows on the top once the cake bakes, so you don't wanna put too much cake in there. That should be just about good. Now, we're going to bake this at 350 degrees, but the key with baking in the mason jar is you want to put a layer, I'd say this is about 1.5 cups of water into a baking dish, and then place your jar into the baking dish. This is going to make sure that it cooks evenly and your jar doesn't crack or do anything crazy. So we're going to bake this for about 1/2 hour, but keep an eye on it because it does go pretty quickly. All right, so our cake was in there for about 30 minutes. Now you're gonna pull it out, set your oven to broil, and then carefully, without burning yourself, we're gonna place marshmallows onto our cake. All right, now we're gonna put it back in the oven and broil it for about 5-ish minutes or until your marshmallows are hot and golden brown. All right, so our marshmallows are nice and toasty. So there it is, a delicious s'more, I guess, cake in a jar. So if you're going to a picnic, you could just slap a lid on that, throw it in your picnic basket, and you've got a delicious summery dessert to share with your friends. So I'm gonna sign off here because I'm about to eat this bad boy. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new videos every Wednesday and Friday. Every Friday is a different requested video, so leave requests for videos down below. Also, I'm toying with the idea of maybe doing a Q&A video, so any cues you may have that you'd like me to leave them down below or tweet them at me or follow me on Instagram. Would love to hear from you guys. So thanks again so much for watching. Stay bougie, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.